the Chase Thomas Podcast, for people who have nothing but time to kill.
And I'm never going to doubt Rodney Garner and Coach Chop on the defensive line, so I think they'll be okay there. However, when you look at receiver, well, like something I was thinking about this week too, when I wanted to pick your brain on, was like we have to put Braylon Staley in at slot, and we have to put Mike Matthews in the outside just because of numbers and everything else. Yep. But based on what you saw of Matthews coming out and what you saw last year of Mike, is there part of you that wonders if he actually is a slot guy and that is maybe where you can maximize him the most, or does it not really matter for a player like Mike? Because I'm not sure about that, because I think he could thrive in both spots.
Yeah, I think that right now what Tennessee's doing is we've got a lot of wide receivers that are around 6 feet tall to 6'2". I think that they're doing that on purpose. I think that part of the reason that I've talked about Tennessee's offense, especially, the passing game, it was way too vertical last season, is we had too many really tall, long guys that were straight line guys, but they didn't really have that wiggle to run the intermediate routes and those short routes. But now Tennessee has so many people who can do it. Mike Matthews, I would say, is probably going to be the best, but he's a for sure inside, outside guy. I don't know that it too much matters, right? Outside of how does the quarterback operate? Who does the quarterback like to throw to? How is the defense trying to play Tennessee? Some of those things, but really, man, Mike is a stud. I think he's going to have a huge year. People are kind of sleeping on him. But, he was a 5-star for a reason. Played at Parkview. And we already know Parkview has a long lineage of some excellent football players. So, I think that he's going to do fine. I really like Braylon Staley, too. We talked about that last time. I love both of those guys, and I think that they're going to help Tennessee in a major way. Doesn't really matter. Inside, outside. I think that Braylon Staley, same thing. I think he could play outside, too.
Final thing. What is the final boss here for Boo Carter? Because I think there's, when you just look at him at star, what is something that he needs to add to his game to be like kind of that just first team All-American star defensive back here in year 2 or year 3? What have you seen that he needs to get to there?
So from last season, well, number one thing for him this year is going to be he's going to have to be in outstanding shape because he's going to be playing all the time. So he's going to have to make sure that he's, world-class shape. But outside of that, I think that the route recognitions, the play recognitions is something that he grew with from the start of the season to the end. And Boo is just a baller. Like, Boo's a football player. He's going to make plays. So as long as he recognizes what's going on, he's not, mentally drained from having to do all this stuff. If he's in good enough shape, I think that Boo will be one of the best secondary players in the country. People are going to know his name. And can he get into that Heisman race? I don't know. It would be great if he could, but I think that he's going to have a huge season playing at star.
It just feels like, is he Tennessee's most talented player? I think he is, right?
Right now, I think so, yeah. Right now, I would say so.
I just think he's going to be really good. Like, Boo is just, I think he's going to be so good. I'm so excited to see him off the edge. Like, because I think he is going to be really good at creating havoc, and he's going to help Josephs and Ross and company because I think that what Tennessee had to do, or Tennessee did a little bit too much last year, was they relied on sending 4, and they just weren't that explosive off the edge. I think with another full offseason of Boo settling in at star, because they like to play that position all over the place, he's so naturally gifted off the edge and he's so quick that I just think he's someone who can just create so much havoc back there with quarterbacks having to keep an eye on him because his closing speed's so fast. Like, Boo is just a world-class athlete, and I just don't think those guys come around very often. I'm not saying he's Eric Berry, but I do think he's the most talented secondary player Tennessee has had since Eric Berry. I don't think that's outrageous to say.
I don't either. He's definitely in that ballpark. There is no question. He is a baller for sure. Love Boo.
Yeah. You know what I'm hoping for as we wrap up here?
Nicely done, nephew. The Chase Thomas Podcast. Hell yeah.